Welcome, Jolly Giants and Ho Ho Ho's, Rain Does, uh, Santa Clauses, all that holiday blah blah blah. Once again, not a Christian, but I will use those jokes to my benefit. This is a very special Festivus themed episode. This episode was supposed to have been made organically outside under a pole because you know I like poles at this point in my life. But I'm like, nah, why go through the hassle? I'll just, dub it in the studio, throw a picture of a pole up, call it a day. Alright. So, for those of you who don't know, I've been celebrating Festivus for many years. This is not my first rodeo, so to speak. I've been doing Festivus all over the place. I have previous Festivus videos from years back. So, if you really want to learn, I guess, feel free to get your Blues Clues on and go find those videos, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's pretty fucking accurate. Anyway, a little historian lesson for all of you who are new to the holiday of Festivus and don't really know what is Festivus. What is this? What is it all about? Well, don't worry. We're going to give you a quick Cliff's Notes introduction, and then we're going to get on to my stuff. So, Festivus is a joy time holiday celebrated on December 23rd as an alternative to the fuck shit that Christmas usually brings. And that fuck shit, we're talking about commercialism, wasting all your paycheck on some gifts that your friends and family probably are not going to appreciate. Let's be real. You know how kids are. They're gonna like it 1 second and they're gonna like be bored with it the next second. No diss to the kids. This is just how it works. I'm just saying, if I was a parent, I would not, whatever. I'm not gonna tell you not to buy expensive, lavish gifts for your kids. Do what you do if you can't afford it. If you can't afford it, you definitely should not be buying PlayStation 5s and all that super expensive stuff. Y'all motherfuckers better learn how to get creative real quick. I'm just saying. Anyway, so Festivus is celebrated historically on December 23rd. It is all inclusive, which means it doesn't really matter what your, deposition is. You can be a straight person, you can be a gay person, you can be a trans person, you can be a dog, you can be a cat, you can be Jewish, you can be Rastafarian, you can be Czechoslovakian. It really does not give a fuck about what you are. It's just about, finding a cheaper way to express your holiday joy. And, during the reign of COVID, you guys probably might want to pick up on that because apparently a lot of you guys are not working. So, just throwing that out there. Trying to save you some money as always. Festivus was invented by a man called Daniel O'Keefe, and his son Danny Jr. made this series, or made the holiday popular by airing it on an episode of Seinfeld. Don't ask me what the name of that episode was. Have to figure that out on your own. But I guess you could say Danny Jr. is the prophet of Festivus. He took something that was not known and he put it into the mainstream, and now all of us, you, me, everyone, can celebrate this glorious day. Pretty nice, Danny Jr. Some things that are usually associated with the festival include the big Festivus feast. That's when the entire family gathers around for a big scrumptious meal. You don't have to, it's not like Thanksgiving. You don't have to eat that dry, nasty ass turkey, that nasty potato salad, You don't have to eat that nasty cholesterol, cholesterol building soul food. You don't have to do that. If you want, you could eat Mexican food, my personal favorite, on Festivus for your feast. You could order a bunch of pizzas for Festivus. You can do whatever, man. It's cool. Also, instead of a Christmas tree, there is a Festivus pole. Yes, that means if you're like me and you like to swing, then there's so many opportunities to swing on the Festivus pole. You know what I'm saying? Poles are just cool. If you're not into poles, man, I would say lighten up. It's fun. You literally swinging a pole, poling, swinging, whatever you want to call it. It is literally like swinging on a swing set or rollerblading. You literally can't get mad. You can't be mad when you're swinging from a pole, man. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It's fucking fun as shit. Anyway, after the dinner portion of festival, there is usually the feats of strength. This is when you prove your manliness or womanliness to everyone else in the room with feats of strength. These feats of strength can be as creative as you want them to be. It can be as simple as an arm wrestling match, or it can be a kumite to the death. But don't tell anyone it's to the death, and really you probably should not record that. Don't pull a fucking Randy Orton, light someone on fire, then broadcast it to everybody on pay-per-view. I don't know how this guy's not in jail. I guess it's because it's a contract thing. Like, they both gave their consent, so that's probably why Randy is not in jail right now. But what I'm saying is, if you're gonna have a kumite, feats of strength, fight to the death, it's probably not a good idea to upload that to YouTube. Just throwing that out there. You probably just want to keep that to the back alleys, to the streets. Don't let everybody on the streets know, because the streets do snitch a lot, regardless of that whole stereotype. Oh, the streets snitch a lot. It's even in the phrase, the streets is watching, the streets is talking. That lets you know right now. Right there, it's like, if the streets see anything, you're going to say something about it. So, just do it in the streets, but don't let the people in the streets see you doing it, just to be safe. There's also Festivus miracles, and Festivus miracles, unlike regular miracles, are just everyday events that are easily explainable. Like, if I fucking dropped $5 on the ground, is that a regular miracle? I don't know. We'll get back to those Festivus miracles. That's going to be tricky. But anyway, the most important and my favorite aspect of Festivus is the airing of grievances. This is when you gather all your loved ones and everyone really around in a big circle. You can call that a restorative circle if you want, whatever. But you gather everyone around and you explain to them how much they have disappointed you this entire year. It is delicious. And this is what we're about to jump into right now. So everybody get ready, because it's happening. Grievance number 1. Why do the smallest girls talk the most shit? This is like a phenomena that cannot be explained. It has been going on probably since the dawn of time. If I can be super specific, this year I'm sorry, it's not like every Asian lady, because a lot of Asian women are pretty fucking cool, but it's a specific type of Asian women, like your very young, age ranges probably like 16 to fucking early 20s, very fucking petite, very short. They have a little squeakity squeak, wah 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 wah, that type of voice thing. Really, they are like the embodiment of human chihuahuas. And I'm not saying it's just the Asian people in that particular demographic that are doing this. It's just short girls all over the place talking a lot of shit about what you would do, blah 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 blah. We all know you can't do shit because physically you just don't have it. I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to like break the ice and break the news, but it is Festivus. It is the season. It is that time of giving. So I'm giving back to my community. I'm just letting you guys know. You guys talk way too much shit. Everybody knows. Even your mans knows. That's why when he watches this video, he's probably gonna be laughing. He might not be able to laugh in front of you, but rest assured, he will be laughing internally. Hey man, it is what it is. All I'm just saying is, if you can't back it up, don't talk any shit, because maybe one day someone might check you. It's not gonna be me. I'm not trying to give that jail time, but I'm just saying, you never know who it could be. It could be anyone. I'm just saying, man. If you're gonna talk shit, at least learn some kung fu, cause that cute shit is not gonna save you all the time. I don't know if you've been watching the news lately, but there's been a lot of crimes committed against your gender. Just throwing that out there. Grievance number 2. Why are dudes always trying so very hard to keep me segregated from pretty ladies, or just any lady in general that they think that I think is attractive, which usually is not the case. So you guys are trying way too hard on that one. If I have to give a specific demographic to this one, black dudes. Man, you guys are trying way too hard with this one. Jesus fucking Christ. You guys should know at this point I really do not care. So unfortunately, all your efforts are in vain. I'm not saying it's only the black guys. It's all types of guys all over the place. I'm just saying though, you guys, you're trying way too hard, because if you know me, you know I really don't care. It is what it is. It's whatever, man. But if that makes you feel better about yourself, I guess keep going or whatever. Because really, I'm still going to be having fun either way. In fact, you might even argue that I'm having more fun living this particular lifestyle than I would living the lifestyle that you would want me to live, because I just have, it's like, it's like having dependence and not having dependence, right? When you have kids, you got so many sacrifices. You gotta sacrifice your money, you gotta sacrifice your time, your resources, all of that, and you can't complain. You can't even complain about it. But when you don't have any of that stuff, life is just, like my good friend Eric Bischoff would say, too sweet. Oh yeah, it's a little bit too sweet. Not too sweet, but I'm just saying too sweet. Like NWO. Ah, this is the New World Order, by the way. This lifestyle, bam, that's NWO. Not black and white, more like red and black, Wolfpack attack. Ow, that type of thing. Grievance number 3. This one is going to hit a little close to home. So, you guys, I'm going to need you to put on your iron body. I'm going to need you to toughen up real quick. Don't get all sensitive and emotional on me. Alright? Why are BRC critics so hurt by Cai's comments? I have been getting a lot of complaints lately about how the things that I say are very offensive and like very hurtful and harassing, and I don't know if these reports are real. I don't know if these reports are fabricated, but they have been told to me by people who generally have been cool with me. So I have no choice but to take this into consideration and comment about it. But it's like when I ask the people, like, hey, is what I'm saying really offensive to you? Do you feel like harassed in any way? Usually everyone is like, no, you're pretty cool. I don't feel any type of way about this negatively. Like, everyone I've asked, 10 out of 10 is saying that they don't have a problem with how I'm talking or how I'm speaking. So it's a great mystery to me. Who are these people that are complaining about yours truly, and if it's such a problem, why don't they step to my face and let me know about it so like a change can occur? Because as you guys know, in order for a change to concur, you can't be like talking behind someone's back about an issue. You got to confront that person and be like, hey, this makes me feel this type of way because of this, that, and the third. If you don't do that, there's no change is gonna happen. So maybe these people don't really understand how change works. Probably not. So once you hear this episode, you will now understand how change works. So please step to me in the future, mano a mano, face to face. Whenever you're feeling hurt by anything that Cai has said to you, help yourself with that one. Grievance number 4. What's up with this whole Cai Can't Look thing? This has been going on for quite some time. It's not really going on as much as it has been going on, but for a minute, man, there has been some stereotype or some, like, I don't know what you want to call it, some wise old tale that Cai is not allowed to look at certain demographics. If I have to be super specific, I believe the people who are perpetuating this rumor were your white females, ages, like early 20s to whatever. There was this whole thing like, oh, he's not supposed to look this and he's not supposed to look that. And I'm like, really? Where did this whole thing come from? Cai is so confused about this one because, if you notice, Cai has 2 working eyes. My opticals are there so I can look if I choose to. My eyes are not the greatest eyes though. My eyes do kind of suck. I should probably see a doctor for that. I do have what you call LES, leaky eye syndrome. It's because in my youth I used to get a lot of debris stuck in my eyes all the time, and now I believe there's probably a rip in my retina that makes my eyes very watery for no reason. Light fucks me up very much. So I'm always wearing safety goggles and eye protective wear. I'm about that life. But seriously though, I don't know where this whole Cai Can't Look thing is coming from, but I'm looking all over the place all the time. So, bam, there you go, I guess, with that one. I don't know what else to say about that. Grievance number 5. Who stole my phone? And by phone, I'm specifically talking about my Samsung Galaxy Silver in hue. I don't really care about it at this point, nor did I really care about it at the time that it did happen. But specifically speaking, if I have to give a demographic area, this happened in the Lower East Side, Chinatown. Chinatown, I love you, but you kind of fucked up with this phone thing. The only person I can say or point fingers to would be this homeless dude that was in the area at the time. For those of you who don't know the story, Cai was doing his thing, doing some pull-ups, left my phone on the bench, came back, the phone was missing, blah blah blah. The only dude around at the time was this homeless guy. He claimed that he saw another gentleman take the phone and run the opposite way. I was like, haha, whatever. I'm just gonna let that slide because I can probably get another one by tomorrow. Lo and behold, I did get another one pretty quickly. I'm rocking with my new Area 51. It's beautiful, it's lovely. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's not like I really don't care, but I have to add it to the list of grievances just to make a record. Just throwing that out there. Number 7, false rumors. I believe there is a song called Rumors. Who did that song? I can't remember. Anyway, who started these false rumors about your boy? I don't know where these rumors are coming from. Is it the fucking anarchists? Is it just general people? Is it ladies? Is it the guy club? Who knows? But for the longest time, is it black people? I might be black people. Knowing black people the way I know black people, it could be black people. Because this shit started in fucking way back in Atlanta in the West End. A bunch of black keys. Sorry, that's not racist because I'm black. I can say that. A bunch of black keys were mad at yours truly because I was living a lifestyle that they didn't particularly like. They were like, he shouldn't be living this lifestyle. We don't like this. Let's start some rumors. Or, you know what? It could have been my fucking roommates at the fish market. You know what? It probably did start at the fish market now that I'm thinking correctly. And that was a whole white supremacy thing. So, black people, if you're supporting these rumors, I just want to let you know you've been fooled by white supremacy once again because white people did start those rumors. Now that I am remembering correctly. So, big up yourselves, black people. Once again, you've fooled yourselves. So, just throwing that out there. You guys can keep that whole rumor mill going. It's not really affecting me in any way. I'm still getting mine. I'm still doing what I need to do. So you're going to have to come up with some tougher tactics. I'm not in jail, motherfucker, is what I'm saying. So you're going to have to try a little harder with that. Grievance number 8. Why am I being stalked still? Once again, this phenomenon originated in the streets of Atlanta. Motherfuckers were stalking me all over the place for reasons I still do not understand to this day. It's still kind of going on. And at this point, I've been able to deduce, because my detective skills are so flossy, I've been able to deduce that there's two types of people stalking me. There are friends and there are foes. At this point, I can kind of tell the difference between the two, you know? For the friends, yo, I appreciate what you're doing. It's cool to have bodyguards in multiple, locations, multiple areas. I like that. It's pretty nice. This guarantees no real fuck shit can happen to me. I appreciate that. Pretty nice. Keep doing what you're doing. But if I could make a slight amendment to my friendlies out there, yo, man, introduce yourself. When you come up to me, I already know you're following me because I'm a shinobi, man. I'm a ninja. You cannot out shinobi a shinobi. And you guys are pretty young in the shinobi tactical game. So it's like a level 10 master. It's like you guys are like level 1 masters. I'm a level 10 master. I've been doing this for a minute, If Paula was here, she'd tell you I'm pretty good if this was like American Idol or something. She would give me mad compliments on my shinobi skills. But what I'm saying to you guys, it's cute that you guys are trying to shinobi a shinobi, but I see you coming a mile away. So at this point, you should just introduce yourself and be like, hey man, I'm a friendly. I'm just doing this because I'm trying to help you out. I will completely understand. We should be having conversations. There is no reason for us to be engaged in this tango, in this forbidden dance, so to speak, without any communication going on. Do you know the conversations we could be having? It can be legendary. It could be so nice. But you guys never say anything. You guys are always so hush hush. So, I know there's been a lot of rumors all over the place. People are probably telling you I'm mad all the time. I am not mad all the time. I'm pretty happy most of the time. So don't be afraid to approach me. Don't be afraid to open, the airways for communication. I'm all about that, especially if you're friendly. And, once you do that, that lets me know that you're a friend and not a foe. And, I won't accidentally smack you up possibly one day in the future. You never know. You never know. Just throwing that out there. I believe 50 Cent once said in one of his songs, which I can't remember the title at the moment, but it was something along the lines of, how his fans are always staring at him. If you say that if you love him, say that you love me, man. Don't be staring at him all the time, because 50 Cent also does not want to clap you up. 50 Cent was saying that his fans annoy him sometimes because they're always like in his business, always like bugabooing, always around him staring. And 50 was just saying, yo man, it's okay to approach me, just say that you like me, but don't be staring all the time acting weird, because 50 does not want to like accidentally clap you up, especially if you support him. So that's all that 50 and I are saying, just come on, it's cool, don't be so shy. If you're a foe, however, still stalking me, Cai has noticed that the amount of foes stalking him has died down quite significantly from how it used to be. If I have to point out a demographic, a lot of white supremacists used to stalk Cai. In fact, there was this one lady just recently, a few days ago at the CVS. She tried it, did not work quite well for her. But, that was going on. There was a lot of fucking old racist people in fucking Georgia doing it at the time. Once again, I gotta blame the fucking black people for this, because you guys made it cool for this shit to happen. You guys know what you did. So, I'm just saying, this kinda is your fault too, black people. So, fucking, get it together, black people. Come on, man. It's 20, about to be 2021. I'm gonna need y'all to step that up a little bit. But you know what I'm saying. I know who the foes are at this point. You might, it's fun for me because sometimes I like to play with the foes a little bit. I like to snap pictures, make videos of them. I have it all, I'm just waiting to release it whenever I feel like it, because I can, and because you guys probably won't do anything about it, because you haven't done anything about it in so long. So I'm just saying. So I think that might shotgun me to grievance number 8 or 9. I've lost count already. Let's just say it's number 9, just to be safe. Grievance number 9. We're going to piggyback on this whole Cai is angry all the time thing. There's been a lot of rumors going out the place. People are always... a lot of misinformation, if you will, about Cai. People are saying, people are telling other people that Cai is always angry all the time. Like, oh, he's mad, he's angry, he's hurt this, he's angry this. Just all types of negative stuff, right? If I have to give a specific demographic, black people, come on, you guys. Just let it go. Like that Frozen song, you guys gotta let it go at this point. I don't know what you guys are mad about, but whatever it is, please, just let it go. I'm not saying that black people are the only people responsible. However, you guys are making it cool for other demographics to hop on that bandwagon. So if you're truly about that black empowerment, if you're truly about that Black Lives Matter like you claim you are, gonna need you to let that go, I believe these rumors about the whole Cai is mad all the time thing, I believe these rumors probably started because it seems to me like it's another control issue. It seems to me that some demographics are trying to control Cai, even though they know they can't control Cai. You should know at this point you can't control me. I do what I want, and I do it well. So I don't know why these people keep trying to control Cai, but it's obviously not working. But I believe this whole Cai is angry rumor, this whole control measure, it's just another attempt for other individuals not to... basically, they're trying to scare other demographics into not communicating with Cai for some reason. Just want to let y'all know, Cai is generally not angry. So whenever you hear that whole Cai is angry, just ignore it or whatever. Cai really does not even have the ability to get angry. I mean, Cai can get angry. I can get angry if I want, but it's sort of like I've kind of attained this level of enlightenment where it just generally does not happen. It takes a lot to get me angry, man. And more likely than not, you're not really angering Cai when you try to anger Cai. At the very most, you're just annoying Cai, which is not the same as anger. You know, annoyance is just annoyance. You know, it's like fucking sand in your shoe, a pebble in your shoe, if you will. You're just a pebble in my shoe, that's all. It's not like you chopped my leg off or anything. It's not like you shot me or anything. You're just a pebble. So, you know, just letting you guys know. Grievance number 10. What is this whole thing about he broke his own rule this, he broke his own rule that? I know for a fact this is specifically a black person thing. God damn it, black people, what's wrong with you? This is like, specifically speaking, this is like an older generation black person thing, right? Like, fucking, I used to fucking go to church every day of my life, but I'm basically still a fucking devil black person type thing. You know what I'm talking about. Like, all my younger black people can probably identify with that. You know how it was, fucking grandma, your moms, your fucking aunts, uncles, trying to take you to church all the time. Meanwhile, they're the ones always doing some fuck shit. What's up with that? I don't know. But anyway, I'm pretty sure they're the ones who originated this whole he broke his own rule thing. I really don't know where this is coming from. What rules did I ever make? What rules am I breaking? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. But, you know, if you guys could enlighten me on these rules that I apparently created that I am breaking, please do. Because at this moment, Cai has no idea what the hell you guys are talking about. What? I really don't know. I would like to know these rules that I created. They sound pretty interesting. I would like to know the rulebook myself. At this point, though, Cai feels like you're probably making up these rules, and you're probably making up the fact that I'm breaking these so-said rules. Like, honestly, when you say stuff like this, you kind of just sound stupid. You kind of sound a little slavey, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you sound like a person who has a boss, and Cai is not a person who has a boss. Cai has no bosses. Cai does what he wants. Most of the time, all the time. So, you know, you just kind of make yourself sound like a super what is the word? Subservient? I can't say the word right now. Subservient. Like a servant. You make yourself sound like a servant. Like, you make yourself sound like you have someone over you and that you're following rules of some sort, and like, you know, that whole thing. It's like a slave mentality type of thing. So I'm gonna need y'all to get, I know older black people, it's hard, you've been through some stuff, you've been through some real slave shit. Once upon a time, you couldn't even drink out of a colored, you know, you couldn't drink out of a fountain. Cai gets it. Cai knows you're suffering with some deep psychological issues. Maybe you guys should seek some counseling or something for that. I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever you need to do, please do it. Take a sensu bean, do something. Smoke some weed. Really, you probably just need to smoke some weed. That's all. Maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe you already are smoking weed and it's just not working for you. I would suggest you go in the forest, do some deep soul searching, get your mind right, and then come back and we can probably be cool or whatever. Grievance number 11, I believe. Once again, this is the same type of wave, the same type of vibe as the previous rule of he broke his own rule. This whole telling on himself. Once again, black people, this is all you. All you. I know you guys originated this one because it came from Atlanta. It's a whole deep south type of tradition thing, a whole slave mentality type of thing. This whole telling on himself. It goes back into my whole boss theory about you guys have bosses. It's kind of like you guys think I'm still a child or something, and that I have people that are over me, and that I should be afraid of breaking some type of rule or something. Once again, I have no bosses. I do what I want. I think I made this clear in North Carolina like 2 to 3 years ago. I believe I made a video For all you detectives that like the super sleuth, feel free to check out that video, man. It happened in New Bern, fucking North Carolina, home of the Pepsi. Check that out. I fucking thought I made this clear so many years ago. Apparently, a lot of people did not get the memo, so once again, I'm repeating myself. This is the encore. Do you want more? 16, blah, blah, blah. Come on. So, once again, it's impossible for me to tell on myself because who the fuck are you, basically? And that's about that. And I'm saying that respectfully, like, respectfully speaking, like, who the fuck are you? Can you even run for like an hour without stopping? Come on, man. Get it together, you guys. Well, those are my top 10 grievances. I'm pretty sure there are more. At the moment, I cannot think of any, but I'm sure as the sun comes up, more grievances will magically come to me. So, stick around. There's more grievances on the way. I got one more day till Festivus, so it should be interesting, especially now that I've aired these 10. It'll be interesting to see what the people have to say. I can't wait. I'm anticipating it. It's going to be juicy, like a steak. I'm not really a fan of steak, just to let you guys know that. That's just, a Matrix reference that I throw out there from time to time. Before I log off, though, I'm pretty sure I can think of one more grievance, so give me some time. I'm sure it'll come to me. Alright, grievance number 11. Ladies, this is all you. Ladies, and I'm speaking to all the ladies. Everybody, no discrimination. This is for all the fucking demographics of ladies. What's up with you guys, man? Why don't you guys ever shoot your shot, right? Cai is always doing his thing, minding his own business, doing me. And I always get approached by these ladies that are always talking mess behind me. Like, at this point, it's sort of like high school, the psychology level. So it's almost like these people want to talk to Cai, but they're not going to talk to Cai because they're a little shy. They're a little reserved. They're a little scared. They're a little scared to shoot their shot. So Cai's just letting you guys know, man. Come on, man, shoot your shot. It's gonna be alright. I understand you guys have this big fear of rejection or whatever, but you guys really got to get over that, man. It's fucking 2020. You guys are supposed to be like leaders of the new school, man. What happened to girl power and all this whole women empowerment movement and all that? What's going on, man? To be truly empowered is to be able to withstand rejection on all fronts. So if you can't withstand rejection, you are not truly empowered. You got to get over that fear of rejection. Because as dudes, as fellas, we historically have been rejected all over the place. So we have built up an immunity to rejection. We're not afraid of rejection. We don't care. Ladies, on the other hand, you guys are so deeply afraid. You guys act like, oh no, if I get rejected, I'm gonna die or something. It's really not that serious. In fact, I encourage all my ladies to go out there and get rejected, a few times, a bunch of times. You'll find rejection only makes you stronger. It is like some saying methodology, really. So that's my advice for you guys, just get rejected a bunch of times. It's cool, man. You'll be okay. If you want to talk to Cai, once again, feel free to talk to Cai. It's not a big deal. I mean, I feel like you guys are afraid of something. Is there like a secret mafia following you guys around? Is there some secret, like, are you guys in a gang? Is your gang telling you not to talk to Cai because they'll clap you up? If it's a situation like that, man, Cai normally doesn't support going to the police. But maybe you guys should seek some help from some police officers or from some, superheroes or something. Someone. Jesus Christ, though. You know what I'm saying? But, it's getting kind of like old at this point. Just fucking, boss up. Shoot your shot. What's the worst that could happen? Grievance number 11 or 12. So many grievances. I've already, for the third time, Lost count. Ladies, once again, this is falling back to you guys. Alright. What the hell is this thing? Whenever you guys do this, it's so comical to me. I kind of wish that I had a visual representation to show you guys how goofy you fucking look when you do this. I'm not trying to gash up. I'm just calling it like I see it. If you're a fan of fucking Tupac, if you're a fan of Machiavelli, you can't get mad at me for saying this, because I am just, following the whole roads that grew from concrete philosophy. So if you like Tupac, you can't get mad at me. Just throwing that out there. Guys, gals, or as I should be so politically incorrect, what is up with this whole, you guys, it's annoying and funny at the same time. This whole, I guess it's like an attraction thing that you guys are doing. I'm really not sure at this point. I'm not sure if you're trying to attract dudes or if you're trying to de-attract dudes. I'm not quite sure. But this whole thing that you do where you pull your pants up and wiggle your booty a little bit, what is that? What are you trying to say? Because at this point, I'm like, I have no idea what you're trying to say. Are you trying to say that you want someone to get in your ass, or are you trying to say you don't want someone to get in your ass? Which one is it? Please use your words, because this whole non-verbal body language communication, it is not working, man. It just looks goofy as fuck. I wish I was filming myself in the visual right now so I could do a few demonstrations of my own to show you how goofy this shit looks. I've done it in real life before just to make a point, and when I do it in real life, you guys get this funky look in your face, like, what is he doing? And that look that you get on your face is exactly how I feel on the inside whenever I see that shit. It's like, what is this? What do you honestly expect people to do when this happens? Because I feel like you're expecting dudes to like just pounce on you. Like, I'm not a Monty Brown. This is not TNA circa foxsports.net. Nobody's gonna pounce on you. That is not happening. We are not trying to get that jail time. Honestly, you are not worth that jail time. So I don't know what that whole wiggle your butt thing is about, but it definitely is not doing you any favors. If this is a situation where you're doing this wiggle your butt to make dudes look away from you, that's fucking stupid, because the act of wiggling your butt is going to make guys look at you. So really, you're gonna get a little bit of both. You're gonna get a little bit of no thank you, and you're gonna get a little bit of why thank you. That's very nice. I appreciate that. So just throwing out there. Also, what is up with this whole hair flip thing? What is that? What is going on with this? Is that a fucking attraction, or is that a detraction? What are you trying to say, if anything? Because if you're trying to attract people with your hair, Kai's just gonna let you know it's not really that attractive. It's like, it looks really goofy. It's like, are you 12 years old or something? What's happening with this? If you're trying to detract people, once again, still goofy as fuck. You could literally just say, hey, don't look at me. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. It's my choice though, because looking is not illegal unless you guys want to make looking illegal. And if that's the facts, then that means you're trying to usher in a whole new era of a slave type society. Just letting you guys know if you didn't. So whatever you guys are trying to do, please use your words, because this whole hair flip, booty wiggle, nonverbal body communication, it is not working out for you. We all are laughing at you behind your backs, just to let you know. Just to make this a little bit non-sexist, because I don't want to get caught out for that. Fellas, what are you guys doing that is the equivalent of what ladies are doing with the whole non-body verbal cues? Guys, are you guys doing anything? Let me think about this. What are guys doing that could be an equivalent to this? I don't think guys are doing any of this non-verbal body language communication, attraction, detraction stuff. For the most part, a guy will just come at you with his words and be like, yo, this is what it is. If he's trying to pursue you, if he's not trying to pursue you, he's probably not going to approach you in any way or anything. But if he's trying to pursue you, he's probably gonna, approach you and say something to you. So take that hint for what it is. Maybe guys do have non-verbal body language communication that I don't know about. But I guess I just don't know about that whole type of thing. Grievance number 13. Alright, so this has historically been going on since the Atlanta days. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of calisthenics before, but it is wonderful. It is a great thing to do. Calisthenics is when you're stretching your body, and it just feels great, especially if you're an athlete, especially if you've been running some laps, lifting some weights, doing athlete shit. You know what I'm saying? Just champion type shit that apparently a lot of y'all don't do for some reason. I really think you should get on that workout game. Get on that Kanye workout plan, man. It'll do you wonders for your self-esteem, for your just general positivity and happiness in life. Get on that Kanye workout plan. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You know what I'm saying. But, it's just like, if you're gonna work out, stretching is very important. I sure do miss yoga right now that I'm thinking about it. But anyway, man, stretching is very important. So usually Cai is stretching all over the place because he lives such an active lifestyle, always stripping and running all over the place. But usually Cai would get strange looks in public whenever he's stretching, and it's like the public does not like to see Cai stretch or anything. And Cai, for the longest time, could not understand, like, where's all the hate coming from. And what I realized is that me, while I'm innocently doing my thing, minding my own business, stretching, other people are like blinded by my shine apparently, and they're being like turned on by me when I'm stretching apparently, and they are angry at themselves because they are attracted to yours truly. And so this confusion within them makes them lash out negatively with negative chi directed towards me. So all I'm saying is, yo man, you don't have to be all negative about it. If I turn you on, I turn you on. That's a battle that you need to have with yourself and your biology. It has nothing to do with me. I think there is a song that says something along the lines of, I did not mean to turn you on, but I didn't mean to turn you on. That's basically Cai in his everyday life. Cai knows that he's turning you on, but Cai is not doing this intentionally. That is just a problem that you are going to have to, learn to overcome. Cai is just living his life, his best life, if you will. He's having fun doing it too. So you guys, don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Basically, I'm gonna have to give an honorable shout out to my working girls, my ladies of the night, my whole professionals. They understand where Cai is coming from with this whole line of philosophy. Cai understands that they also get that X-Pac heat a lot too. Cai understands that they also unintentionally turn on a lot of people. These people cannot handle it, and they're always like rah 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 rah. So you know what I'm saying. Just either put up or shut up, I guess. Cai, shoot your shot already. Jeez. Maybe Cai will accept Maybe Cai will not accept. You never know. Grievance number 14. This goes back into the whole misinformation about how Cai is angry all the time. I have noticed that usually when I am very happy, this is the time when Cai's haters come out of the woodwork, and they're always coming out with that whole misinformation about, oh, he's angry now, he's really angry now. And usually this happens to most, ironically, believe it or not, when I am at my most happiest. So I find that very intriguing. It's like, apparently when I am happy, the haters think that I am mad, or try to give off that persuasion that I am mad when I am happy. So just want to let you guys know, right now as we speak, I am really fucking happy because I'm doing art, I'm talking shit. You guys are hearing the shit that I'm talking, and if you haven't heard the shit that I'm talking, you will very soon in the future. And this, my friend, makes me happy. I love it. So I'm not saying these are the only things that make me happy, but these are some of the things that, make Cai happy. And, at this point, the haters are probably going to try to counter that happiness with misinformation about how I'm not happy. But just to let you guys know, once you hear this, I guess then you'll realize, you'll understand. I'm probably gonna get some speakers, and I probably will blare this episode outside at some point just to make sure that you hear it. So once again, yeah. Grievance number 15. What is with all this fucking hate against pornography, the pornographic industry? I'm really not understanding this one, because fucking Cai knows you're watching porn. Everybody fucking watches porn. It is fucking 2020. Don't lie to me and tell me you're not watching porn, because demographically speaking, if you're doing the statistics, everybody is watching porn. And if you're monitoring Cai's internet activity, I know you're watching porn, because Cai's watching porn. I'm watching porn all over the place. Historically have been since forever. So that being said, I really don't understand this whole negative heat that porn is getting. Is it a just me thing? Is it a situation where people just don't want Cai to watch porn for some reason? Or are you guys just angry at pornography in general? What's really going on? Does not make any sense. Like, how can you get mad at someone else for doing something that you yourself are also doing? I don't get it. What's up with that? What is up with that? If you guys don't believe me, I mean, porn has been around since the existence of mankind. So how can something that has originated since the existence of mankind and is still here today, some call it the oldest profession of all time, if it's so long lasting, then obviously somebody is watching this stuff. Obviously someone is contributing to this stuff. So what are you guys talking about? I feel like you guys are just lying at this point. Once again, what else is new? Jesus fucking Christ. But this is the most obvious lie of them all, that you're not watching porn. Seriously, you're not watching porn? Come on, man. In fact, after I make this video, I'm probably gonna watch more porn. You guys already know this. Just so you know. Get ready. It's happening. If I could dive a little deeper into this whole porn mystery, this whole porno conundrum, if I have to put my detective hat on, my gumshoe shoes, if I have to smoke my pipe a little bit to figure out some clues, if I have to drive the mystery van, so to speak, get my Scooby-Doo on, so to speak, if you will, I'm going to have to deduce that the perpetrators of all this pornography hate, number one, jealous women, number two, like dudes who just should be minding their own business. And by dudes who should be minding their own business, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper and say it's probably like an older generation dude type thing. Like, you know, your uncles, your grandpas, older dudes, those guys that are all washed up currently right now, that wish they could get it but can't, those guys. And, you know, because really, who the fuck else would give a fuck about another person watching porn? You would only care, A, if you were a woman, you know, who was trying to get with a guy who is watching porn, and they're like, oh, I'll never get with him now because he spends all his time watching porn. How will he watch me if he spends all his time watching them? That's just a jealousy thing. That's just women hating on women. A tale as old as time. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Not to be sexist, but there's probably a bunch of guys. You know, I don't know. I have not run into that whole situation with gay guys being mad at yours truly for watching porn. I just have not come across that yet, so I can't even say, I can't even, like, you know, throw that out there. I'm just gonna specifically say that that's a jealous lady trait. Some ladies are jealous at other ladies because some ladies got it and other ladies don't got it. You know what I'm saying? You guys should stop hating on each other. You guys should, like, celebrate each other, man. What happened to girl power? For the other side of the coin, it's probably also these dudes, these older dudes who follow the super strict dogma, like, who are probably super religious in one way or another. And they're just like, oh, black people are supposed to do this, and black people are supposed to do that, and black people are not supposed to do this, and nope, you can't do that, because it's probably these authoritative motherfuckers. It's like, damn, man, why are you guys secretly gay? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying, if you're a dude and you care so much about what another dude is doing with his or not doing with his dick, allegedly speaking, you, my friend, might have a little sugar in your cocktail. I'm just letting you know. I know in your day it was like really super frowned upon to have that persuasion, and you probably could have gotten shot and or killed or something. In addition to already being black, Cai gets it. You lived in dangerous times, hard times. It was highway to the danger zone. I get it. But what I'm saying is, man, we're in the fucking future, so to speak, kinda, but not really. But fuck, it's 2020. Get over it, man. If you feel that type of way, man, explore your own body, explore yourself, get in tune with you, you know? Nobody is going to stone you. Maybe in some areas of the country, possibly. But, you know, I'm just saying, like, hey, get off my dick. Because I'm gonna be watching this porn. There is nothing you could do to stop me at this point in my life from watching this porn. I just want to let you know, might as well just give up now. Like, the only thing you really could do to stop me from watching porn is you would have to pay me. You would literally have to pay me to stop me from watching porn at this point, because it's gonna happen. It's fucking everywhere. So if you guys are ready to pay me that money, I will consider your request to cease and desist with the porno viewing. But if you're not ready to pay me that money, honey, then just give up. because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen real soon, actually. So, yeah. If I can interject a little story time into this grievance, once upon a time ago, living in my West End loft days, fish market days, once upon a time ago, Cai had a friend who believed in this notion that apparently there's some old wise tale, a legendary tale, if you will, that if a guy stops having sex and stops masturbating, apparently he will like acquire superpowers of some kind. And Cai thought this was some goofy ass shit because if you've ever taken any type of general health class, they will tell you this is quite the opposite. It's been a long time since Cai's last health class. It was like fourth or fifth grade, so possibly some things probably have changed since the last time Cai took those courses. But from what Cai understands from way back when, it is very unhealthy to not masturbate, to not get that junk out of there. It is very unhealthy to what is the word, to repress those urges. So whatever that notion is that is saying you're going to get superpowers if you don't engage in these sexual behaviors or whatnot, Cai thinks that that is all rubbish, and I would not waste my time with that. On the flip side, however, you probably, if you are not engaging in sex with another person, when I say another person, I'm traditionally speaking at this point. So traditionally speaking, a male, female, chromosome X, chromosome XY situation. If you're not doing that, you probably are saving yourself a lot of money on car insurance, Geico. You probably are saving yourself a lot of money in general, man. Plan B is expensive. Oh gosh, it is like fucking $90 for one. Oh, ridiculous. America, you guys really need to up your ante with this whole reproductive, whatever that whole thing is called, where healthcare, is that a healthcare thing? Come on, America, get it together. Plan B should not be $90. Why? It's stupid. Fucking, oh my gosh. Where am I going with this? So yeah, you're going to be saving yourself a lot of money just in general, man. You're going to be saving yourself from STDs in general. You can't fucking acquire a disease from watching porn, man. Cable and Apocalypse from X-Men might argue, they might say you could get a techno-organic virus from watching porn. Yes, you can get a techno-virus from watching porn, but that virus is only going to affect your computer. It's not going to affect you, man. You're going to be safe. Like, biologically speaking, you're going to be fine. You're not going to acquire a virus like you would if you stuck your needle into a hot pocket that was infected by something. Oh, you might catch something. So I'm just saying that is real. Don't fall for all this COVID-19 shit because, AIDS, HIV, herpes, all those other STDs, that shit is still out there. Don't fall for this whole COVID okie doke. And, don't forget about the true plagues of our time. Fuck COVID, man. I'm worried about this HIV not getting me. Sorry. So in addition to saving yourself some money, some time, saving yourself from diseases, there's some other stuff that I'm probably forgetting right now. But that's just the general run of the mill. So there is something in the whole, I'm not trying to tell people to be celibate. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with watching porn. You gotta have sex in order for porn to exist, is what I'm saying. I mean, you don't have to have sex in order for porn to exist. You can be 100% softcore. Softcore is a thing, you know. But I'm just saying, porn is it's a very varied, it's a very deep pool. And generally speaking, in order for traditional porn to exist, you gotta have some sex. So do what the fuck you want. However, do it responsibly. You should probably be getting checkups like every month or something. You know, if you guys are not getting checkups every month, you guys are kind of gross. So you should do that. And drink your water. That's also very important. You want to get your insides all nice. The porn stars know what I'm talking about. The porn stars, believe it or not, are very healthy. The professional ones, you know, the ones that have to go through health checks and get shots before each scene, they know what I'm saying. Almost, if I had to fuck someone at this point, I almost at this point would rather fuck a professional than just your average Yahoo that's just walking around, because I know at least with a professional, a real professional, they're going to make sure that their body is in tip-top shape. You know I'm going to make sure my body is in tip-top shape. And when you're fucking with a professional, you know it's going to have a good time because they know what they're doing. I'm not saying that if you're not a professional, you don't know what you're doing. But I'm just saying, they literally get paid for this. So, come on, man. That's just 2 and 2, man. That's mathematics. That's a big old 4 staring at you. Grievance number 16. What is up with all this broken talk? He's broken this, he's broken that, broke this, broke that, brokety this, brokety that. What is going on with this? For the longest time, a lot of people have been claiming that they broke Cai, that, oh, I broke him this, I broke him that. You know, just to let you guys know, this is the worst, the absolute worst exercise in reverse psychology that Cai has ever seen. It's pretty horrible, you guys. Basically, these people are trying to reverse psychology into making Cai do something that he really does not care to do. And their whole magic, I guess, word for this is to say, I guess they're thinking, if they say they broke me, or they broke me this way or that way, that's supposed to magically make me do the thing or opposite of the thing that they want me or don't want me to do. But I guess what they haven't realized at this point is I'm still going to do the thing that I wanted to do, regardless of whether you want me to or not want me to do that thing or not that thing, allegedly, hypothetically speaking. So, you know, just wanted to get that grievance out of the way because it is pretty horrible, man. Jesus Christ. I think a lot of these people need to go back to psychology 101, read those textbooks over. Keep in mind, I was doing your homework for free, so I know all your tactics. I'm just saying. Grievance number 17, the magical number 17. 17, yeah. A lot of people are enamored by that number 17. Not Cai, though. Cai doesn't really care about the number 17. The only 17 that Cai cares about is that artificial 17. Only dragon heads and chalalas will understand that reference. But seriously though, what is up with this whole hurt business? This whole business of hurt. Shout out Shelton. You won some gold, but come on, man. That's not the gold that we want. Kudos tag team titles. That's cool, man. We don't want to see you win the tag team titles. We don't want to see you win the USA or the Intercontinental title. Shelton fucking Benjamin, we want that world heavyweight title reign that you should have had 10 to 15 years ago. Everybody knows this. So, I mean, that's not your fault. That's just creative. But anyway, getting back on topic here, the hurt business, the business of hurt. What is going on with this whole obsession with motherfuckers trying to hurt Cai, trying to keep Cai in a state of hurt? Not that it's working, because obviously it's not. I'm still doing what I want to do, much to your dismay. But it's definitely some type of business at this point. Are people profiting from this? Possibly, maybe. Cai has noticed that a lot of times people will purposely try to make Cai hurt, in quotes, and then they expect Cai to do something extravagant afterwards, maybe produce some art, maybe act silly in a way publicly. Whatever it is, Cai just wants to let you know, because it's Festivus, it's probably not gonna work. And now, I guess, if everybody didn't know, they certainly know now, or will know in the future. So I don't really know what else to say about that. If I could give some specifics, man, so many people have been employed by the hurt business for so many years, but more recently, I will have to give it to my chums, my good old chums, the psychologists, the people in the health industry, people in the mental health game, that sort of thing. I'm not trying to drop any alphabets. I'm not trying to drop any B's. I'm not trying to drop any R's or C's. But it seems to me that some people in certain professions, it seems like they need a motherfucker to be hurt in order for them to make some sort of money or some sort of profit. We see this a lot in the medical industry, how, doctors, they're never going to heal you, but they will, give you a pill or two. They'll give you some drugs. They'll patch you up a little bit so you can keep coming back, because they want you to be hurt. So they want you to keep coming back so you can basically, or so they can basically keep making a profit off of you. I mean, this is not new information. Everybody should know at this point. But, come on, you guys. Do better. I thought Black Lives Mattered. What happens? Come on. Grievance number 18. Don't worry, guys. This time it's all legal. Hispanic people, Latinx people, that whole of Spanish descent, but you never talk about your Taino ancestry people. What's going on, essay? Here we go. So, man, what's going on with, motherfuckers thinking that just because they know Spanish, they can use that as a fucking flex? Alright, man. I hate to break the news to you guys, but fuck Spanish. Cai does not give a fuck about Spanish, really. Cai equates Spanish with the same level as he equates it with English and France and Portuguese. It's not really special to Cai. Cai could care less. Cai knows Spanish to big fucking whoop. The difference between you and I is that Cai understands that Spanish is nothing to really be proud of. Spanish is just another language of a colonizer. So what I'm saying is, if you support Spain's historical, transgressions of colonization, rape, pillaging, conquest of Taino's people, of indigenous people, if you're cool with all of that, then yeah, man, speak your Spanish. Whatever, power to you. But if you're not cool with that, Cai would suggest that you learn an indigenous language or two. Of course, you can't really learn Taino, can you? Maybe, possibly. You might have to do some research on that. But, I mean, there are plenty of other indigenous languages abound to, learn and educate yourself with. So, Once again, Spanish, don't need it. French, don't need it. Portuguese, don't need it. English, unfortunately, it was my first language. Don't need it though. Yeah. So you may be wondering at this point, well, gee, Kai, you don't like colonial languages. What languages do you like? Well, if I could answer that question specifically, Kai's second language was Japanese. So obviously, I'm always going to have a small bit of fondness for the Japanese language in my heart. Is Kai trying to speak or learn Japanese? Not at all. That was my past. This is my future. But futurely speaking, or Kai's also dipped into the Muskogee language in the past. He was kind of picking that up pretty well. He let it slip. He let it go. Could Kai reclaim it? Probably, if he wanted to. I should probably do that, actually. But procrastination. But this is just a dream list, if you will. So we're not, dream listing right now. Muskogee, I probably should be speaking that. Swahili, I should probably be speaking that. Eritrean, I probably should be speaking that. Somali, I probably should be speaking that. Korean, I can fuck with that. I can fuck with Korean. But what is Korean? Is that Mandarin or is that an actual fucking language? Either way, I could probably fuck with Mandarin as well. Mandarin is really fucking hard though. If you've never tried to learn Mandarin, it's like, ew, man. It's a whole thing with tones, tones this and yeah, it's a thing, man. It's definitely a thing. But yeah, man, there are way more languages that are cooler than fucking French, than Spanish. Yeah, Degoutant. You know what I'm saying? Degoutant. Yeah. Grievance number 19. What is with this whole notion of Kai's playing himself this, he's playing himself that? Where did this come from? If you guys know Kai, you know I love playing myself anyway. I historically have been playing by myself since childhood ages. So for you guys, I guess you guys have never played with yourself before, but let me tell you, Kai loves playing with himself in more ways than one. Pun intended. So, I mean, this is really not offensive. Like, I find this to actually be a positive to play with yourself. I equate playing with yourself like the multi-form, basically, for any of my dragon heads, for any of my chalalas. If you're familiar with the man named Piccolo, he has this ability to split himself into two people, and by doing that, he can increase his sparring sessions, a lot better than if he was training with someone else who didn't know his every move, and blah blah blah. So really, sometimes if you want to bring the best out of yourself, you gotta play with yourself. I'll be doing some playing with myself later on after this video, probably. Grievance number 20, or is it 21? Once again, I have lost count. But what is with all this talk about people breaking Kai's spirit, this, and people breaking Kai's spirit, that? Totally false. Totally not true. I mean, if you've known Kai for any amount of time, you've known that the reason why people say these things, Kai's just always been like this since forever. So really, what did you break, if anything? I don't think you really broke anything. I think Kai's always been this way, and I think Kai might always be this way, depending upon whether Kai wants to be this way or not. It's really up to me and not you. But I don't think you understand this. I don't think these people understand that. So I have to break it down for you because you're stupid. So, you'll understand that you're dumb when you see this video, when you hear this video. You'll get it, 2 plus 2 will start to make sense to you, and you'll understand, oh, this is 4 now. You'll understand. But you should thank your lucky stars that Festivus exists as a holiday, because if it wasn't for this great holiday of Festivus, you would never know, you would never get this information, because I would not have an excuse to air these grievances. We would just keep going on our day-to-day routines, you being confused as fuck, Cai knowing everything. You know what I'm saying. But generally speaking, it's really impossible to break someone's spirit, like, logically, because a spirit is ethereal. What ethereal means is that it is formless, it is without form. So it is not a solid, it is not a liquid, it is more like a gas. How can you break a gas? It's impossible. You guys need to go back to 5th grade and learn some basic physics. It's embarrassing at this point. You're embarrassing me at this point, honestly. I really can't, like, let people know that I know you or I know of you. I cannot talk to you in the streets because you're an embarrassment. Oh, man. But listen, you guys, alright? You can't break a spirit. It's impossible, because spirits are like gaseous in nature, okay? So if you don't know what a gas is, have you ever farted before? Do you know what flatulence is? That word might be a little bit too big. A flatulence is a fart. A fart is when you eat some spicy food, possibly Mexican, possibly beans or whatever. You eat the food, and then that, smelly stuff comes out of your rectum, your butt, that whole thing. And that's another grievance, by the way, but we'll get into that later. And that smelly stuff comes out of your butt. That is a gas. Can you say it with me, class? Gas. It's a 3-letter word. Gas. Gas. Is that 1 syllable or 2? I don't know. It's debatable. But, that is what a spirit is. It's like a fart. You cannot break a fart. You could suck a fart up into a vacuum or something like Ghostbusters, but you can't really break it. So, just to let you guys know, once again, you're looking mad stupid in these streets. Grievance number 22. What is... Ladies, come on, man. Ladies, is this a fella thing or is this just a lady thing? I don't know, man. What is up with certain people thinking that big butts are the end all be all in life? This is completely not true. Actually, butts kind of disgust me. It's kind of gross when you think about it. Butts are like the shit factory of humanity. When you have to take a shit, it's not coming, well, sometimes it could come out of your mouth, but truthfully speaking, biologically speaking, a shit 100% of the time it's gonna come out of your ass. So in that respect, butts are kind of gross when you think about it. Technically speaking, the bigger the butt, the grosser the butt. I'm not trying to say if you have a big butt you're gross. I'm just saying, it's kind of gross when you really think about it. So there are a lot of people in history who have been described as ass men. Cosmo Kramer, he was an ass man. Cai, not so much. I'm not really an ass man. It's not really my thing. Sorry, man. It's just kind of gross. I'm just saying, if you think about it, it's kind of gross. Grievance number 23. Kissin. Since we're on the subject of what grosses Cai out, kissing also pretty gross. I don't really like people being that close. You're too close. If you're close enough to kiss me, honestly, you're kind of too close to me. Could you back away a little bit? I don't like people's faces on my face. It's a little bit too close. I mean, I'm not really into the whole saliva factory business. I'm not really into swap and spit and all that stuff. It's kind of gross, man. Not really into that. Grievance number 20, what is it, 24? Long distance relationships. This is not really a grievance. Actually, I'm in support of long distance relationship. Cai needs a lot of space in order to operate and function to the maximum of his capacity. That being said, if Cai was ever in any type of relationship, romantically speaking, he might at this point prefer a long distance relationship because I have the space to do what I want to do, and hopefully you have the space to do what you want to do. You know, I get all my space, you get all your space. To me, that's a very beautiful thing for Cai. Grievance number 24. I believe that it's the number we are on. This is a very specific. I'm going to go with a black male who is either gay or pretending to be gay for some reason. Who knows? But what is up with all this hand on your chest motion trying to attract Cai? I mean, once again, just like I told the ladies, gay guys or black guys pretending to be gay, if you want to approach Cai, man, just use your words. You don't have to use these non-verbal body cues, whatever, where you take your hand and you rub it across your chest. Come on, man, you're just looking goofy. Nobody really wants to see that. Just like nobody wants to see these ladies wiggle their butts with their pants. Nobody's trying to see you rub on your chest. It's not working, man. You gotta do something. Say something. You know, shoot your shot. Do something. If I could dig a little deeper with this whole hand rubbing on your chest motion, this began to originate way back in the West End when yours truly was working employed by the Family Dollar. Once again, that all came to a head because, once again, yours truly was accused of some crimes that I did not commit. But of course, the power structure was against yours truly, like it usually is. So it's usually their word against mine, and they have all the paperwork and all the higher powers and all the bloobity blue. And of course, I am just an independent, so you already know how that cookie is going to crumble. But anyway, this whole hand on your chest motion began to originate in the West End. I was working with a fellow co-worker at the time, a tallish gentleman, bald head. Don't remember his name because I'm not into names. I don't really do that. A dark complected individual. I believe he thought that I was attracted to him or something. So he tried to use whatever power over me he thought he had by rubbing his chest in very suggestive motions towards me. It's really weird. I was like, alright, man, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing, yada yada yada. Long story short, this business relationship did not last because apparently, I guess my boss at the time thought Cai was some sort of punk ass or something, and as you guys already know, Cai has no bosses. Even if I'm working for you, you're not really my boss. I'm just getting that money real quick. But he kind of overstepped his boundaries a little bit. So I was like, peace, deuces. And I kind of just left. And this made him feel very salty in the end. So he had to fabricate some things against me because he was so willing to take me back. But once he realized that I wasn't coming back, he tried to make this big spectacle about firing me, and I'm like, bro, I quit 2 weeks ago. So anyway, he kind of took that and made it to where I could not work for Family Dollar for the rest of my life because of these fabrications of these crimes against me. Did it work out for Cai in the end? Most definitely, because these motherfuckers are probably still slaving away at the Family Dollar while Cai has soared to higher, greener pastures. Grievance number 25. This began to originate once again in my fish market West End days. I was living with some roommates who were, how you should say, intellectually not all the way there in the head. Mentally, they were suffering some self esteem issues. Don't ask me about that. You're gonna have to ask them. I am not one to hearsay or assume things, you know. So anyway, you know me. Cai is a guy that likes to play his music. Cai likes to play his music loudly, especially if he's really bumping it. If anyone has ever lived with Cai, you know that's just what Cai does. Cai plays music almost 24/7. Cai is a musical guy. So these people, they were not really feeling the music. Could Cai have toned it down a little bit? Probably. But, you know, it wouldn't have mattered. We were all living in one big ass loft. You were bound to hear everything no matter what. So, anyway, these people in their weak psyches, somehow they began to think that whatever music Cai was playing, Cai meant that music for them, when really Cai was just trying to jam like Cai does. Unfortunately, these people created this mass conspiracy rumor complex, and now whenever Cai listens to music, there's always this weird, like, oh, is he talking about me with this song? Is he sneak dissing me with this song? Calm down, you guys. You don't matter to Cai that much for me to be sneak dissing you in every song or whatever. Cai just likes to play music. And if you think a particular song is about you, then maybe it is. Maybe you need to do some soul searching within yourself to fix the things that you are kind of, you know, insecure about. But rest assured, Cai is not trying to gash things up. Cai is just playing his music. Just music, you guys. Don't be so sensitive. A lot of people like take this music thing way too seriously, man. They think every song that Cai plays is about them or has some significant meaning. That is not true. Sometimes people just like to hear music, man. Jeez, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. If I play a song, how does the song go? I have holes in different area codes. Does this mean that Cai has a hole in every area code? Possibly this could be true, but I'm just going to say, for the purposes of this Festivus episode, no, that is not true. I just played the song Summertime. Is it summer outside? Obviously not. It's winter as fuck. But does that mean I can't play Summertime just because it's wintertime? Of course not, you guys. Come on, use your noodle noggins. Well, guys, it has certainly been an adventure. Thanks for rocking with me. Apparently, this is an hour and 30 minutes worth of grievances, 25 in total. It's definitely been a journey. I'm pretty sure I could think of more grievances. However, I do believe I got enough of them out there, so we're just gonna call it a day. We're gonna call it a Festivus 2020, aka a Catalina wine mixer, and a happy holidays from my family to yours.